Good afternoon, Scorpio. Welcome to Sin Concepts Tarot. My name is Cynthia, and today we are doing that timeless week ahead reading update for you. What that means, Scorpio, is that time of viewing this video, whether you're sun, moon, Venus, or rising, well, something should resonate. What I'd like you to do is use that intuition of yours, though. Only focus on those things that do. Anything else, just leave it for another. All right, let's get started. I am going to use the Zodiac 108 deck today to pull 3 cards out. These cards are just extra clarification for the general reading coming into play, whether it's definitions, persons, places, dates, seasons, timing, as well as answers to yes or no. We'll find out as we see what has come out for you. Scorpio, at the start, we're dealing with the family card. The family's coming into play. This is about loyalty, faithful, allegiance, parents, children, siblings, fidelity, commitments, and trust, affection, support systems within the family, as well as origins, tribe, dependable, sincere, and kindred spirits. You also have the Jack and Diane card. Now, Scorpio, this is all about broken hearts. This is heartbreak, interference, feeling that sorrow, grief, or just in the funk, as well as sadness, mourning, distress, feeling let down even, gloomy, hopelessness, regret, crisis, unhappy, hurt, bitter, devastated, and I dare say even emotional pain at times. So we'll see how that's coming about, as well as we have happening now. This card is the situation or event in question is occurring right now, Scorpio. All right, I dare say, just off the top here, we're going to get into the general reading here, but we are dealing with family matters, broken heart, grief, and whatnot, as well as, just being, suffering from some emotional pain, I think, at this time, but it's going to be different for each one of you. So like I said, take things as it resonates as well. So let's move on. I'm going to use this Graham Smith Waite 1909 original tarot circular edition. And we're going to pull 6 cards for the week ahead. 2 for the beginning of the week, 2 for the middle, and 2 for the end. So let's start here. Beginning of the week, we have, there's that 10 of Swords as well as the Knight of Swords coming out. Middle of the week, we have 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Finishing out the week, we have the 8 of Cups as well as the Strength card here. All right, Scorpio, let's dive in and start at the top here. Obviously, there has been some pain and suffering. We have that 10 of Swords. Good news here, the 10 of Swords is kind of like the Death card. It's a rebirth card. So you're pulling out kind of that scorpionic energy even with this one, being it's so similar to the Death card. This is about kind of, like I said, you've suffered a lot, you've suffered emotional pain, but you reach the completion and the understanding different truths and ideals and thoughts are completing one cycle, and you're getting ready to level up. And level up, I mean, just like the caterpillar who's crawling on the ground, has that certain perspective of life, climbs into this chrysalis. And yeah, I dare say it's that chemical reaction that's happening within that chrysalis can feel very painful, but it's short term. And when you burst forth, you're not going to remember the pain you went through. You're going to soar and fly like a beautiful butterfly here, Scorpio. And at that point in the sky, you're looking down from a whole new perspective and seeing things in a completely different way than you ever could as a caterpillar crawling around on the ground. So I understand it's emotionally painful right now, but life is in cycles, and leveling up is a part of that cycle. So understand this process will not last. Your endurance is going to strengthen you. As new ideals are going to be rushing in really swift. And I'll be honest, this point in time, this cycling, this rebirth stage you're going through right now, this transformative stage, it's going to happen quickly. As we see here, that Knight of Swords is one of the swiftest acting knights in the tarot deck. So it is saying right here, being it's coming out at the beginning of the week as well, that this process is going to go by just like that for you. And before you know it, you're going to be here in the middle of the week, you're multitasking, trying to keep everything up in the air. Some of the emotions are a little bit, you can see the shifts and the emotions kind of getting wavy in the background there, mainly because you get tired trying to keep everything up in the air at this time. But look at this little message coming in towards you. Now, this message is coming from a little page. So this could be a little gift offer coming to you. It could be a small apology, perhaps, of affectionate apology coming towards you to alleviate, the situation or recognition that affection, a gift of affection and understanding, being messaged to you via the messenger here, or someone youthful in energy, if not years, providing this apology towards you that's going to assist you in making a decision of, a lot of times this trying to keep your work and family all up in the air is very emotionally draining as well. The roller coaster type of ride there for sure. And so it is the philosophy of making a decision of not taking your family to work with you, so to speak, as well as leave your work at work, don't bring it home. Okay, so take that into account, Scorpio, as you move on. Now, in the end of the week, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, this is all about perhaps walking away from a situation and not looking back at these Eight Cups. You're on a journey and you're looking towards following this path forward. Now, a lot of times, following this path forward is in search of that last two cups because most individuals have this desire to have that ultimate desire, that Ten of Cups. And so you're in needing to search for that Two of Cups to complete your Eight of Cups here. You're on this new journey forward. And it may seem like you're alone as you're seeking out the Two Cups to complete this Eight of Cups for yourself. But you're going to have the strength. You're going to have the endurance here. You're brave. You're courageous. This is about definitely taking time, though, to tame do that shadow work. This is about not necessarily taming the beast around you, as it is more so taming the beast within you, because we all have that kind of shadow side within us where there's certain things, we need to tamper down on, need to recognize and really truly be honest with ourselves, Scorpio, and take note of those because you have that strength, that courage within you to tame that beast within. And that makes it a lot easier to find those Two of Cups that you're searching for. But I dare say, let's start clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck here. And we'll get a lot more detail here because it does look like you've got quite a support system here with your family, even though you may seem like you're on the outs with them right now, feeling, like in a funk or that, you kind of gloomy and feeling hopeless. It is not hopeless. That is just a shadow nature within you, Scorpio, that that emotional pain or bitterness or feeling devastated is just that shadow work that you need to work on within yourself. That negative inner critic within you is creating a lot of that emotional pain for you. I'm feeling that for you, Scorpio. So realize it is happening now. We have that card here, happening right now, situation. So that is involved here. So let's clarify that Ten of Swords for you. Now that Ten of Swords is clarified, yeah, here it is, Scorpio. There you are, King of Cups. Now, whether you're male or female, this is tarot's non-gender specific. This is that masculine energy coming out for you, Scorpio, from the water characteristic signs, obviously, but Scorpio, fully and surely. This is about being able to stay calm when the waters or emotions are getting turbulent around you, finding that peace, finding that ability to stay calm and not get over emotional and anxious, as well as having that ability to calm others' anxieties around you because you have that compassion, that understanding. You offer, you make decisions and lead from a place of empathy, understanding, compassion. And a lot of that is because you've suffered yourself throughout your time. So you gain that wisdom, you have that insight. And when you can share that insight with others and show them that strength and forbearance of a leader, it calms the anxieties of others and you're able to lead those, and they'll follow you, obviously, because their anxieties are lessened as well. And so it creates a wonderful environment of security. Now, this Queen of Wands energy is here. Now, someone could be in your environment as well with this Queen of Wands energy, or this could still be a balanced connection of characteristics for you. Queen of Wands energy is the feminine nature of either Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming into play here. Now, this is complementary because this is very passionate, inspiring, motivational. Like I said, using that enlightenment and being empathetic and understanding. But this is also creative solutions to problems, and being motivated, inspired to create and expand upon your environment, your circle where you're already at, and it adds that joy and passion to whatever you're moving forward towards, Scorpio. And part of that is, look at that, once you have this balance in nature, your desire of that Ten of Cups, that unicorns and rainbow, the abundant blending coming together, the happy family, happy home. Look at that, just that nature of the abundance coming together to fruition in a completed cycle is what you're working towards. So that, like I said, is definitely incoming here with that Ten of Swords, that completion, that rebirth, that transformation card. That Knight of Swords here, like I said, you got this fast energy coming in, this truth, this fact, this ideal, a solution to things, rushing in really quick for the completion of this cycle. You may be kind of holding on tight to some of it. Some things you're, really feeling, you're not sure you want to start a new cycle yet. And here's this cup of overflowing emotions happening here. You're like, oh no, I need to cap that. I need to hope you're not ready. You're holding on tight and feeling stuck. You need to ground yourself. You can see these two coins underneath you. Is in need to ground yourself, and grounding is something that you physically need to do. Really establish yourself. If the weather's right where you're at, get out there, get your shoes off, kick them off, feel that ground beneath your feet. If not, just hug a tree. That root structure within that tree, that energy comes up from the ground, and the aura will definitely energize you and help ground you into that root base. But you also see the coin there. Oh, like a shield protecting the heart, Scorpio. So you're definitely in this kind of self-protective mode as you're working through this. And that's okay. It's understandable. I mean, this overflowing emotion is something, that can be overwhelming when you first start that cycle, but it is such a blessing. I mean, the love and compassion, the abundance, especially, just trying to make that decision. Do you hang on, or do you allow this to begin this new cycle and flow? And you are worried. You blinded yourself to the ocean emotion. In tarot, water is all about emotions, and you see this ocean emotion back here. You blinded yourself to it. You're like, no, this decision, I got to do it practical, logical, just the facts. I'm not making this based on emotion. Emotion doesn't work. If I make an emotional decision, in the past, it's always hurt me. It caused me pain. It caused me suffering. I don't want to be over emotional. Right, Scorpio? Well, no. This decision, you got to rip off that blindfold. And I understand you got to make it stick with the way you're doing it, or let that cup flow. That's the decision at hand. And it's one that needs to be made swiftly, because there's the truth and fact of the matter. It's coming in, and the decision's coming to you, because, like I said, you can't keep everything up in the air. It's not that easy, and that creates that roller coaster up and down chaos of emotions that you're going through. And so you need to make a decision, and that part of it is seen from a different perspective. Like I said, you're going through this transformation already, from caterpillar stage to butterfly. You're look at things from a higher perspective. Above yourself, so to speak, like a butterfly. You got another completion. You're really getting ready to level up here, Scorpio, and I'm real excited for you. I know it looks, well, this is burdensome. It's heavy. I got all these projects, all these responsibilities, tasks. I'm doing it all by myself. Nobody's helping me, and I understand. But this also ending of a cycle. You're getting ready to cycle up here, and it is all based on your decision, seeing it all from a different perspective. This is the ending of a cycle, so that means new beginnings are just around the corner for you. You just don't want to get stuck in the past. You know, the Five of Cups is here, and that is just the lesson to be learned that you can, yeah, we all make mistakes. We all have failures in our past, but you don't want to stay in your past because that's not growing. That's not growth. That's not the new perspective that you need. That is, just doing the same old thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Obviously, that's insane, right? So learn the lessons. Take the lessons from the mistakes and the failures, asking yourself, why or how did this happen or how did I let this happen? Take note of that from a different perspective and then turn around. There's that Two of Cups you're in search of. Yeah, Scorpio, right there behind you. In the present, right here now, happening now, there's a Two of Cups just waiting for you to pick them up. And then, yeah, they're not full yet, but pick up those Two of Cups in the present. And then you will connect with another and start filling that together, filling those cups with the emotion in that new cycle. But definitely, that's moving on about, once again, decisions needing to be made. And you need to focus on what is most relevant, separating work from family, separating past from present, even, because that juggling, keeping everything up in the air is not going to work for you. Now, like I said, we got this little Page of Cups coming in. Now, there is kind of a small apology, and being it is a watery sign, it could be another watery sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, presenting this offer towards you. It could just be you finding the courage to even apologize to yourself and giving that gift to yourself of that Piscean energy, that little fish in that cup coming out and seeing things from a different perspective, like a Piscean hangman does. But definitely realize when you have this inner critic, this negative energy coming out and showing up in your reading or showing up in your life, and this is that negative little inner voice that's just me, 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 me. Yeah, ignore it. That is, you need to take that as actually a good sign right now, because that devil is not going to waste his time on someone who isn't on the right track. So if you're on the right track, you're journeying forth, progressing forward in the right direction, higher leveling up direction, that's when this inner critic's going to come out and try to distract you, pull you away, negate your direction, try to send you in another direction. Don't fall for it. Shut that inner critic off. Turn it off, say thank you, but no thanks, and keep going because you are in the right direction. Yeah, that inner critic's trying to tell you this is too emotional. This is too painful to bear. You don't want to level up, but that's exactly what he's trying to stop you from doing, but that's what you need. You really need to go through this cycle and learn the lessons from it, level up in a different perspective, because look at this, Scorpio. Regardless of your gender, the Empress card is here. This is what you're leveling up to. The Empress is divine feminine. She is the mother of all the other queens. She's gained all the wisdom from times and experience. She's usually a much more mature individual. The feminine nature is gained wisdom from all four queens before her. And now she is, new beginnings, all about new starts, new beginnings, just look at the abundance all about her. She's into pulling in and tapping into that wisdom and experience of a lifetime of cycling through different levels and rulerships, and is so ready to expand. She has the wisdom, gain, and experience to be an empress. So that is what that inner critic negativity is trying to dissuade you from recognizing. But that is exactly where you're headed here. So maybe, like I said, apologize to yourself as possibly incoming, as well as, being able to recognize it's time to ignore that devil energy. You've let it distract you long enough, Scorpio. Now, the end of the week, There we are, that Eight of Cups. Like I said, you're in search of those two cups. What we sing, that is right there in the present for you. You just gotta get yourself out of the past and turn and pick up the Two of Cups that are there. And look, united home front already. This is united home, happy home, family coming together, support, encouragement, celebrating the union or reunion of coming together. Now you may be seeing synchronistic numbers of 1111. Those 401s often attribute to that, and that may resonate with you. But that is all about angel, meaning telling you you are definitely on the right track here. Keep going because the benefits are so worth it. Now there's that Two of Pentacles. Once again, like I said, you can't keep them up in the air. Leave the work at work. Leave the family at home when you're working, but focus in on them individually, specialize. And here it is focusing in on the home, and here is kind of feeling like you're stuck, you're stagnated, but realize this is you. You tied yourself in knots here. No one else did it. They're very loose, and you blindfolded yourself. And we've seen that Two of Swords. Decision making needs to be done as well. You got to rip off the blindfold. Don't hold yourself back. You're afraid of getting hurt. That's understandable, and you don't want to hurt anyone else with some of the decisions you're making. But it needs to be made. And if you rip off the bondages that you self-imposed on yourself, or let that devil energy self-impose on you, and rip off that blindfold, Scorpio, you're going to see there is other solutions and options available from a whole new perspective, that you're not going to get hurt any longer, and you won't hurt anyone else either. So happy home coming together with that. And that all about journeying forth. Continue on the right track here. You're on the right track, Scorpio, for finding that happy blending of family and home, picking up those Two of Cups. You got the strength coming to you. Tame those shadow beasts, tame that inner critic, that negativity. You got the strength and the courage to do that at this time. The call to take action is now. Like we said, it is happening now. This is. So, Scorpio, this is about be true to yourself. Be your authentic self. That call to action is stepping up, be true to yourself, find the strength and courage. Just be true to yourself. And you're going to be surprised how the world will receive you. Now, I know you feel a little confused. You're a little undecided. Don't want to make that wrong choice. You're worried about, oh, is this just delusion, fantasy, illusion? Is it just going to be an empty cup again? Or am I going to find that treasure, that gemstone, that unpolished stone? There's a decision to be made, and you got a lot of options, and that does cause some confusion. But that Knight of Swords energy is here. It's coming in quick for you. And I'm just constantly seeing in this reading, it's all about you taming that inner negative critic within you, that devil energy, those shadows that try to darken your path, darken and blindfold you to the truth of it, that you are strong, you are courageous, you are brave here, Scorpio, to be your authentic self. Stand up, stand tall, and show the world who you really are. And you'll be amazed at the blessings the new perspective gives you once you shut that devil up. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to move this aside. And definitely, I realized we had that interference, it hurt, devastated. You're going through some emotional pain here, but it's not going to last long. You have the power, you have the strength and courage to turn this around, Scorpio. And I have faith in you, because it does look like you also have the family that's there to support you, encourage you. You're not going to hurt them. They're not going to hurt you. They're there and they're rooting for you the whole way, Scorpio. All right, let's move on now to the oracles. Oh, if this is resonating for you, Scorpio, go ahead and hit that like button down below, or even if you're finding it entertaining, hit that like button as well. If you're new here, might as well get all these out. Hit that subscription tab and that notification bell. That way you'll get notified for free next time next time I upload to YouTube, and you won't miss out on a video. Also, Scorpio, I was realizing if you're into numbers, we have a 435. If you, after my reading, I'm done with these oracles, you can go to Google on that little search engine box, type in angel number meaning 435, and you'll get an additional little angelic message for you that even I don't know what it means, but it'll have some meaning for you, I'm sure. Now, Scorpio, the 435 also works into threes, and threes have been coming out for a lot of readings this week. Maybe there's something planetary in line with that, but it is all about collaborating, come together with others. It is about that heartbreak issues, like in the cards of tarot, as well as perhaps exploring options to you reach the end of the shoreline, you see your ship coming in, and success and joy is on the horizon, and you're ready to move towards it. So that's what's happening there with the threes in numerology and tarot. So now, Scorpio, the Winnie D's deck. This is that Welsh Celtic mystical deck, and I like it because it really does pull out nicely for affirmation for you to contemplate upon. And once again, you got two, Scorpio. All right, first one came up as song. My voice is powerful. I sing the song of my heart and I stir my soul. This is all about calling the nightingale to help clear your throat chakra with the power of song. Yes, Scorpio, it will show you how to use it to manifest what is in your heart. Also, you have the feminine energy, Scorpio. We did see that Empress come out in the deck. I allow my inner feminine to shine through. I let wisdom and compassion to guide my steps. Indeed, a spiral is created by a circle moving forward. So, Scorpio, it is the movement of creation and the path of all life. So, awaken that goddess within you and simply appreciate your divinity. Allow your inner feminine wisdom and beauty rise to the surface, as well as have that inner femininity to nurture and guide you. Cherish its power and its meaningfulness and embrace all that you are becoming and simply welcome that change. All right, Scorpio, let's move on with the Chinese Five Elements Oracle deck. Now, this one, I'm just going to read the message from heaven today and the message from earth. There is a lot packed in this reading, and I do intend on reading the full guide text from the Moonology Oracle deck, so stay tuned for that as well. Now, your card today is the Wood Rabbit, Scorpio. All right, let's see what that says for you. That's number 52 in the guidebook. All right, Scorpio, your message from Spirit for the Wood Rabbit says, or a message from heaven says, in the same way that a flower doesn't grow overnight, Scorpio, enriching your inner world does take time. Would cause for practicing self-compassion, especially when you feel you're moving too slowly. Honor your own pace, Scorpio. As well, the message from Earth with this Wood Rabbit card, this double yin wood card emphasizes the importance of finding beauty in the mundane. Yes, Scorpio, stop and smell the flowers. Let the world around you be your infinite source of wonders that follow your curiosity. Alrighty, now let's grab you one Moonology card. Now, this one, like I said, I do read that full text guide in it because it does offer alternative meanings, and I really want to ensure all of you Scorpios. Oh, the card went flying. That was just a trick of the eye. I want to make sure all you Scorpios are have something to contemplate upon, meditate upon by the end of this reading. So, Scorpio, your Moonology card is the North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. Indeed, don't stay stuck and stagnated. Step out of your comfort zone. Let's look at this. The North Node, right here, Scorpio, for you. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you're headed in the right direction, Scorpio. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, well, you need to get going towards and doing the things that actually scares you within reason. And this card is all about living your life purpose, Scorpio, which is possibly what you're actually asking about here. Now, it's urging you to dare to do something different with your life, with your direction. It is simply take action, Scorpio. So are you willing to follow through? Are you willing to lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage, Scorpio, to make that leap, well, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? Indeed. Now, Scorpio, too, attune to this moon card. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Keep telling yourself that. We've seen that double energy coming out I know I'm headed in the right direction. You are Scorpio. As well as additional meanings for this card, Scorpio. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. As well as you need to face a fear and simply get over it. Remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. Alrighty, time to stop obsessing about someone, Scorpio, or something. And finally, stand on your own 2 feet. You got this, Scorpio. Alrighty, I do hope something resonated for you here today. We'll catch you next time. Bye.